be a very strong friend of India. I'm being joined by Russia's ambassador to India, Ambassador Nikolai Kudashev. Many thanks for joining us here on India Today, Ambassador. The first question is with regards to the leadership conversation that took place. A lot of important decisions in that important conversation. Could you spell out what were the big takeaways from that conversation?
Well, Gita, thank you so much. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you, doubly so for such an auspicious occasion like conversation between our leaders. It was a very, very important conversation between President Putin and Prime Minister Modi yesterday, which comes in line with the regular interaction. Dialogue between the leaders has become, and this is important, an institutional component of the Russian-Indian special and privileged strategic partnership. They covered a lot of issues, including common efforts to fight against COVID-19, progress in various areas of cooperation, including space and energy, as well as establishment of the 2+2 dialogue between our foreign and defense ministers. Many other items were raised, like high-level contacts, the coming summit, BRICS chairmanship, India's BRICS chairmanship, and you name it. Thus, it was a very substantial discussion, reflective of the special nature of our times.
Right, Ambassador Kudashev, I will talk to you, and I'd like you to touch upon the 2+2 ministerial that is going to begin. But before that, India is really suffering, and Russia has come to India's rescue. In terms of the humanitarian assistance, 2 plane loads of assistance has arrived in India. What can we expect next, and what is it that really has come from India? Oxygen shortage is something that India is facing critically, and Russia has come forward to help on that front as well.
Gita, thank you very much for this question. A very important part of the discussion, by the way, was dedicated to the Russian humanitarian assistance to India, which was in fact successfully delivered today early in the morning by 2 emergency flights, more than 20 tons each. It was specifically arranged to support the Indian government's effort to fight unprecedented COVID-19 outbreak in the country. The aid included oxygen concentrators, lung ventilation device, medical monitors, as well as 200,000 packs of medicine. All that is vital in our take for those who were seriously affected by coronavirus, and we hope that it will bring some relief to them. Humanitarian support is coming to show solidarity with the Indian people who are facing heartbreaking spread of COVID-19. Our goodwill is based on the traditions of friendly and mutual support between our 2 countries.
Right, Ambassador Kudashev, the other important aspect, one is oxygen and humanitarian aid. The other is very critical vaccine cooperation between the 2 countries. If you could explain to us, when is the Sputnik vaccine coming to India for the first rollout from May 1st, and then the production of Sputnik vaccine in India itself?
Well, as far as Sputnik V vaccine is concerned, its early supplies will be a welcome step, especially at this vital moment when we see a deadly second wave with unprecedented scale of COVID-19. We expect that first batches will reach India in coming days, in a matter of days, with the start of local production to follow afterwards, but very shortly. It will be a considerable amount, but let's wait for an official announcement to know exactly the figures, to know exactly how much. This announcement could be done jointly by the Indian and Russian authorities. Produced volumes are planned to be gradually increased summertime up to 850 million. I repeat, 850 million doses per year. These are coming very soon. Well, as you know, efficacy of the Sputnik V vaccine is well above 91%. It is used in about 60 more countries, and certainly I'm sure it will be helpful to control the spread of COVID-19 in India, including with regard to new strains of coronavirus. I repeat, new strains, and it was confirmed by the Gamaleya Medical Center, its director, academician Ginsburg in Moscow, the center which developed the Sputnik V vaccine. Thank you, Gita, over to you.
Right. Ambassador Kudyshev, I know you really do not have time, but just wanted to know, are there teams that are going to come from Russia to help in the assistance of the equipments that are coming in from Russia?
Gita, well, people would say that sky is the limit for bilateral cooperation between Russia and India, and subject the request comes from the Indian side, everything would be done to meet your needs, rest assured.
And finally, what on the 2+2 ministerial level talks between the two countries? That's a real up when it comes to strategic cooperation between the two sides.
You mean the 2+2 dialogue?
Yes.
Well, Gita, yes, very much so. This is quite a new phenomena. It's a new contribution, a new input to the political, military, and defense dialogue between our two countries, bringing the two together, synthesizing the potential of our political cooperation on the one side, our peaceful unifying agenda on the one side, and our military exchange and defense cooperation to make this political appeal, this political call stronger. So let's wait for the first meeting.
Right. On that note, Ambassador Nikolai Kudyshev, many thanks for joining us here in India today.